going to show the different layers of your skin and any hyperpigmentation that might be underneath that we can't see. It's great to track your progress as you go through a series of treatments.
Oh my goodness, and what is this?
So this kind of shows the different layers of your skin and anything that might be hiding under the surface. So these things can come to light over the next couple of years, and we can work to kind of get those things out of your skin before we ever see them.
All right, so what is this picture over here?
So this just kind of shows any it's kind of picking up on the contrast in your skin, if that makes sense. So it sees any redness, any dark spots, like sun damage, things of that nature. Here's just kind of another view of it on the right side.
Okay, so do I have a lot?
Oh, most people have a good amount like this. It's nothing abnormal by any means, but it just kind of shows, like.
But look around my nose.
Yeah, and we can definitely.
And look at this pimple that I currently have right now.
Right. Yeah, so some things like inflammation or acne obviously come and go, but the peel will definitely show you some results. So like if you come back in 2 or 3 peels and we do this again, you're gonna be amazed. So is there any areas that you really want to focus on? I know you said you had a little acne just in that one cheek there that you pointed out on the screen.
Yeah.
I can make sure I extra treat that part right there.
So I know that this area over here,
Sure.
I get it a lot.
Okay, like hormonal acne.
And I've noticed that around my nose, I get a lot of blackheads.
Okay.
And I don't know why they call it blackheads, because when you get
It's
them
more
out,
white.
it's white.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of those can be, we call them sebaceous filaments. So they can just be like a collection of oil and kind of debris and makeup that clog your pores. If it seems like the same ones just keep coming back and they just almost like refill, it's usually oil and sebum that's just refilling, and it's not like a true blackhead. A blackhead is when it actually like appears black on the surface of the skin, if you've ever had that. And that's because it oxidizes when it comes into contact with the air, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, so we can definitely focus on there, since it seems like you said you're a little more oily there. I'll focus kind of on like the jawline, cheek acne, and then we'll just do like a more diluted up on top over here, so we make sure we get all of your concerns. Okay, and I'm gonna hand you this, so you tell me if your pain ever becomes unbearable. It does have a little bit of a sting to it when I put the peel on you, okay?
Okay.
So just be prepared for that. We've got this little fan, cools you off while
Okay.
you're peeling, so I'll hand that to you. Just a little switch on the side here,
All right.
in case you need it.
All right.
All right, so first I'm going to get some witch hazel. We're just gonna take off any oil or anything on your skin that might inhibit the peel from going as deep as possible, okay?
I also noticed that around here in this area, some of my pores are so huge that I can see it in the mirror.
Yeah.
Would this help?
Definitely, yep, so it's
Okay.
gonna help your pore size, your oil production, pretty much any skin concern. That's why I feel like peels are literally like the best thing you can invest in for your skin, because they just give you the best result. So I'm gonna tackle all of that for you. I'm just gonna put some Vaseline around sensitive areas of your skin to protect them.
So Vaseline is good for the skin?
Yes,
For
so
face?
once you leave today, so depending on kind of your reaction, I'll either put a moisturizer on you, or I'll put some Vaseline on any areas that might be a little bit more affected by the peel,
Okay.
just to kind of soothe. And you can use a combination of both of those things when you go home today. You can use Vaseline as it feels good, and then you can also use like a gentle unscented moisturizer. I recommend like a CeraVe, a Cetaphil, anything just gentle and unscented.
Okay.
And then again, like I said, Vaseline's great as well. I wouldn't resume using any like active ingredients. And when I say active, I mean like your serums, your scented moisturizers, things like that. I would wait at least a week until you feel like your skin is starting to return to normal.
Okay.
So we just want to, basically we want to baby your skin until you're done peeling. And if you get real itchy, so another thing, when you do peel, people often want to, you know, like when we get a sunburn, it's like so satisfying to peel it off with our hands. Try to avoid that as much as you can. You want the skin to naturally peel, okay? So no exfoliating, no peeling it off with your fingers, nothing like that. Just let it kind of happen naturally, keep it moisturized. If the itch of the peeling dead skin is too much for you, you can apply some hydrocortisone cream. So that's just like an anti-itch cream that you can get at like Walgreens. Okay, so you got that fan nice and handy just in case, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what is actually the peel?
We call it TCA, but it's trichloric acid. I can never pronounce it right.
Okay.
But yeah, basically, so it's an acid that's gentle yet strong enough to kind of get down to the deeper layers of your skin. There's different peels you can do as well. Like we're gonna start offering a little bit lighter peels like glycolic peels, lactic acid peels, just things that can kind of give you like a same day glow where you don't have to go through the intense peeling. That kind of is more associated with deeper peels.
Gotcha.
But this is definitely the quickest way to get you some good results.
Yeah, I can feel the tingling.
Yeah, is it bearable? Where's your pain at on a scale of 1 to 10?
No, it's okay right now. It's like 3.
So generally we let the first pass sit for a few minutes, see how you're feeling after that. You will notice that the pain is going to start to dissipate. This is an acid that does self-neutralize, so after a couple of minutes it will start to calm down. And then depending on your comfort level, we can proceed with another pass, and then I'll go ahead and spot treat any acne or any hyperpigmentation that I see with a higher percentage.
This is what they use in the gas chamber.
It does stink a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, looking beautiful hurts.
I know.
This is not pleasant.
No, it's definitely not.
It's not like going to go get a facial.
Right.
Oh, I'm starting to feel up here more.
Okay.
It's kind of like you just want to...
I know, yeah, and it's hard not to itch. I'm feeling a little like you want to scratch your skin a bit.
And when you see a few minutes...
Yep, so we usually do 3 to 5 for that first pass, and we see how you're tolerating it. Generally, when you start to feel the pain kind of improving, that's when we know it's time for the next pass. All right, should be going down just a little.
It is.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with that second layer here.
All right. And can I keep this on?
Absolutely.
Okay. So how many layers do you put?
So generally, since you're a first-time peeler, we want to just make sure that you're tolerating it well. So we'll only do 2 layers all over.
Oh, okay.
And then I will do like a third, I guess, layer, you could call it, of just spot treating with a slightly higher percentage. So I'll go over any spots that I see, any like sun spots or any sun damage, things like that. And that will kind of like, you know, just intensely treat those areas so we make sure that we get most of your concerns. So for spot treating, I'm just going to go ahead and do that actually. We don't have to wait for that. So I'm going to do kind of on any hyperpigmentation that I'm noticing.
So the entire process, like for example, today we took pictures and everything. So the entire process, you would say, what, about an hour?
I would say 45 to an hour. Peel itself, I would say, is under 30 minutes. You know, depending on, like, as we progress into the sessions of your peels, you'll be able to tolerate more passes. You do build kind of a tolerance to it, which is great because then that allows you to have better results as the peels go on.
Gotcha.
So we can go a little deeper. It's actually safe to do up to 5 passes, but most people can't tolerate that right away. We got your nose really good. That's where most people have a lot of their sun damage, obviously, because it's the highest point on our face. So I made sure to really treat there. I also had a little bit of sunspots over here, so you'll see some frosting there as well. That means we got it.
Awesome.
We're on the way to even better skin.
So here we have the second day of the peeling. So this is day number 2. And as you can see it over here, I have a big mark. This I remember, it was from when I got burned using the hair straightener. And it had went away, but I guess it was still deep in my skin. And over here it got really dark too, as you can see. And it's bringing out a lot of the pimples. So she did warn me about that. She did say that it was going to bring everything from the deep layers of the skin to the surface, and then it would start peeling. So I am starting to experience some peeling here on the nose. You can't see it on the camera, but I can feel it right here. Look, you can see it right there. Oh, but this is second day, not peeling yet, except for very little on the nose. But let's see tomorrow and how it looks. Today is day number 3 of the peel, and I am peeling right here where I had some pimples. Over here my nose has gotten darker, and I can tell it's gonna start peeling. I feel under my skin, I feel like my skin is crackling, and over here it got even darker. Here's day 4 of the peeling. I am peeling a lot more here on my nose. It looks like a burnt here, and then a burnt there, and a few pimples started to come out. Got a pimple right here, and then I also have another pimple right here. But this is how it's looking. It's peeling more in certain areas, but it's not that huge peeling like I have seen other people. Maybe because it's day 4, we'll see. So here's my face 2 weeks after the peel. And let me tell you, I can see already a huge difference. I see that some marks that I had before, like for example, this one over here is fading away a little bit. Some other ones have faded away as well. I am feeling my skin a lot shinier. I used to get a lot of bumps over here, and I don't have any of those bumps anymore. I'm also feeling my skin a lot more soft. It's so soft now. And this was just the first one. I am gonna go back and do another one. And the area where I saw the most difference was my nose. I had a lot of blackheads on my nose. And ever since I did the peel, the blackheads are gone. So I was really happy about that, because I had already tried a bunch of different products to remove the blackheads. And they do come off like the other products that I use. They do take, they do remove the blackheads a little bit, but not everything like this treatment did. So I'm really impressed. I'm really, really happy with the result. I didn't peel too much. It wasn't that kind of peeling that I looked like I was a snake, you know, getting my new skin in. But I did peel mostly right here, okay? And that burnt part that was here, you see, it's gone, completely gone. Right here on my nose too, completely gone. So I'm really happy. I'm super excited. I know I can do 4 peels in a year, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. I'm going to get another one done in 2 months. So super excited. Well, that's about it for this chemical peel review. I hope this has brought you some clarity on the chemical peeling process as far as how it works, the treatment, and the recovery time. I hope that I have covered enough material so you can make your decision as far as getting a chemical peel or not. So I hope that you subscribe to my channel for some videos like this. And don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. And I will see you next time. Bye now.